What's going on, guys? It's Clutch Plays here, and today we're going to be going over 4 trades that the Knicks could, and in some circumstances, should make this upcoming season. The Knicks have so many players signed on contracts that have team options, which make other teams much more willing towards trading for these players and using them in 3-way trades. However, these players who were recently signed can't actually be traded until December 15th though. The Knicks are in a spot where they are getting all forces ready for the 2021 offseason, where names such as Bradley Beal, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and much more are slated to be free agents. As they're getting ready for this offseason, some of the things that they're doing include being competitive and trying to make the playoffs in at least one of the next 2 seasons, preferably the next season, and making moves showing that they're heading in the right direction. Honestly, this video kind of sucks to make because I really want to see how this Knicks team is going to do this season, and I really do like everyone on the roster except for Wayne Ellington, but at the end of the day, the Knicks have to do what's best for the team and its future. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm not saying that the Knicks should make all of these trades immediately. Rather, some of the trades in this video, yeah, the Knicks should pull the trigger, but for others, they should only if the circumstances are right, and I'll describe these when the trades come up. So with that said, let's hop right into the trades. Trade number 1. Frank Ntilikina and Dotson, the Magic for a 2021 first-round pick. The Magic have shown significant interest in Frank Ntilikina ever since the trade deadline, but no deal has been done yet. This upcoming season, Frank will most likely be out of the rotation, and what good is it to have a 21-year-old sitting on the bench when you can get valuable assets for him elsewhere? Frank, as we all know, is a defensive monster, but he needs to get more confidence in his offensive game. For Frank to improve, he will need much more playing time, and the Knicks don't have any space to be giving him minutes on a daily basis. Next, Dotson is a free agent this upcoming offseason. If the Knicks have Trier and RJ, who are already taking up minutes at the shooting guard position. On top of that, there's Ellington, but hopefully he gets benched forever. Dotson is an extremely consistent young player, but he will not be needed on this Knicks team for the future, so why not get rid of him now when his value is at the highest? In this trade, the Knicks packaged together the 2 young guards who are close to the same timeline as the Magic's young core, and the Magic get 2 players who can help them at their 2 weakest positions, point guard and shooting guard. All the Magic have to give up is a first-round pick in 2021, but the reason this is a huge deal is because it seems that the 2021 draft class will be 2 draft classes combined into one. Yes, you heard me right, the NBA will probably allow high schoolers to be drafted in 2021, so all the freshmen in college and high schoolers will be eligible to be drafted. The Magic will most likely not be a top 10 team in the NBA with this trade, so their pick, which would be top 20, would actually be a top 10 pick in any other draft. Acquiring this pick allows the Knicks to acquire another asset to make a huge move when the time comes. All in all, this trade is not exact and can be changed to make it work on both sides, but just take away the main parts of the trade. Trade number 2. The Heat get Bradley Beal, John Wall, and Kadeem Allen. The Wizards get Tyler Herro, Justice Winslow, Taj Gibson, Goran Dragic, and the Hornets 2021 second-round pick. And the Knicks get James Johnson and a 2023 Heat top 3 protected first-round pick. In this next trade, the Knicks would be a 3rd team in a potential deal that would send Bradley Beal to the Heat. Forget about the 2 other teams. The Knicks would be sending away Taj Gibson, Kadeem Allen, and the 2021 Hornets second-round pick, which will be a top 35 pick, maybe even the 31st pick. And in return, the Knicks receive James Johnson in a 2023 top 3 protected Miami Heat first-round pick. The Knicks give up a young player in Kadeem Allen who won't be getting any playing time. Taj Gibson, who has a team option, so the Wizards will be gaining cap flexibility from this, and they also get the Hornets second-round pick. In making this trade, the Heat are expecting to be amazing with John Wall and Jimmy Butler all locked up until 2022, and Bradley Beal for another year as well. However, Jimmy Butler has been completely worn down by Tom Thibodeau in his career and will be turning 34 in 2023. Next, John Wall is coming off of 2 gruesome injuries that will significantly affect his best attribute, his athleticism, and Bradley Beal may not even sign an extension with the Heat. Okay, even if everything goes to perfection with this Heat team, they probably aren't even going to be a top 4 team in the East. The Knicks would be getting a pick of a team who traded away all their young players and could very easily crumble to pieces in the season before this pick is processed. The Knicks should take this risk, but I'm not saying that they should use this pick. Rather, when the time is right, package this pick and a few other assets in a trade for a star player. Once again, the Knicks could throw some cash or second-round picks to make it work, so don't take this for exact. Trade number 3, Julius Randle and Reggie Bullock for Kent Bazemore, Nasir Little, a 2021 and a 2023 unprotected first round pick. Okay, before all of you guys roast me in the comment section, hear me out first, please. This is one of those trades that the Knicks should make only when the time is right. The time that this trade should be made is before the trade deadline or at the end of the season, if and only if Anthony Davis is getting extremely frustrated with the Lakers. LeBron suffers a significant injury. Hopefully it doesn't happen though. Like, you never want to see a star player or even LeBron James go through an injury. That's gruesome. And also if the Lakers don't make the playoffs. The whole reason Anthony Davis requested a trade out of New Orleans was to be able to win, and all of these things would hinder the opportunity to do so. Also, the Lakers have nothing to give up to make trades. So if this roster is awful, especially with an aging LeBron, then AD could very easily not want to sign a 5-year extension with this team. Is it likely? No. However, it is much more likely than people expect. If this does happen and Anthony Davis is available in free agency, the Knicks immediately have the cap space since they have so many players on team options, and Anthony Davis was adamant about going to either LA or New York via trade. Now the Knicks would be trading away Julius Randle, who is going to be the focal point of the Knicks offense this year, and he's going to put up some pretty incredible numbers as well. I absolutely love Julius Randle, and I'm so excited to see him play on the Knicks this season and dominate, but if the Knicks are able to, they should make this trade with the Blazers. The Blazers are trying to compete for a championship, and getting Julius Randle allows them to go all in. Right now, their starting power forward is Zach Collins or Anthony Tolliver, so they could use a huge upgrade to make a late playoff push, or make changes the next year when they see fit. Also, since Julius Randle is locked up for 3 more seasons, the Blazers would be able to add him right into their nice core. A starting lineup of Dame CJ, Rodney Hood, Julius Randle, and Yusuf Nurkic or Hassan Whiteside has a serious chance to make it out of the West, let alone win a championship. On the other hand, the Knicks acquire Kent Bazemore, who's on an expiring contract, Nasir Little, who's a very underrated rookie, and 2 unprotected first round picks, with 1 in 2021. So as I said earlier about how it's 2 draft classes in 1, this pick is even more valuable. In this situation, the Knicks do this trade in a heartbeat because in this free agency class, besides AD, there is no one good who can join him. So instead, the Knicks would have to pitch him something along the lines of, we have a great developing young core, and all of these picks and young players we acquired, and we'll let you pick any player you want to play with, and we will trade for him. This gives Anthony Davis a chance to play in a city where he wants to play in, with another superstar and a well-developed young core surrounding him. If the Knicks have the chance to get AD and pair him with another star player like Devin Booker, while having RJ, Kevin Knox, Mitchell Robinson, and Dennis Smith Jr. still, they have to do everything they can possibly do to make it happen. Trade number 4, Reggie Bullock to the Jazz for 2 second-round picks. Yes, I know it's a bit of a lame one, but Reggie Bullock will definitely be expendable at the trade deadline and will be an easy player to trade away with a small contract of about $4 million per year, over 2 years with very partial guarantees for the second year. At the trade deadline, a lot of teams are looking for shooters, so Bullock could very easily be on the move. One of the many teams that could use a bit more shooting off the bench is the Jazz, so I think this trade would seriously help them out. Also, the Knicks should make this trade, especially if they're planning on cutting Reggie Bullock to get more cap space at the end of the season. So if that's the plan, they are probably going to make this trade. Now that the trades are done, tell me what your guys' thoughts on them are, because I'm actually very curious what you guys have to say. Also, if you've been enjoying my videos, I would really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe. It would mean a lot. And with that said, I'm out and peace!